Interesting. Upside down icicles. I don't know. Anyway, welcome to Saxlingham Survival. This is now episode 7, and the snow has settled to the ground. Do you know, I do not remember the last time I seen it snow actually on the ground in January. I don't know if that's very British, but I guess it does happen once in a while, doesn't it? Yeah. Anyway, right, we pretty much know what we're going to do this episode. But there's a couple of things I want to do first of all. So I need to remember, in fact, you know what my memory is like, because I forgot that trailer was even there. So instead of remembering, let's just do it now. So I'm going to pop that mower on to, hopefully, strap it in. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, onto the back of that, because we're going to take that back to the shop eventually, not straight away, but once we've got enough money to repair the case, we'll do that. Snow kind of helps, actually, see where bits of grass are that I need to clean up. So I want to clean all this area up. I didn't chop this tree down, by the way, in the last episode. I said that I wanted to, and I don't know if you made it out in the time-lapse. It was kind of quick, but yeah, I cannot chop this tree down, and the circle I get is nowhere near the size of the tree, so I'm pretty sure this is one of the ones that was on the map. The map creator put this tree here, and I just can't chop it down. I could, if I switch on the super strength, I can get rid of it. Look, see it's red? I can just delete it, but for a minute, let's just try and cope without it. Without getting rid of it, sorry. Let's leave it there and just work around it. I do like to do that. You'll notice here, the tree that was here, I chopped off every possible limb I could get. And then the remainder stayed there, and there's certain bits, a bit like that tree right in the entrance over there, that I just could not chop. So realistically, I thought that's kind of annoying. You would be able to get rid of that in real life, so I just deleted the stump. I might even do the same with that one over there, but I think there's still a decent amount of timber we can get from that yet, so I won't do that. Let's just get rid of this. We're going to check on these girls here. Look. So 800 litres of milk now. They're still right for food. They're really good for straw. They're producing manure, like 306 litres. So this is what I wanted to check. Is it actually... Yeah, I can see it already. Is it actually doing it into here, which it is. Look. So I must have placed that definitely within range of that cow barn, which is great. So we're starting to get some manure. Brilliant. Yeah. Why is that at a funny angle? Did I whack it or something? Must have been someone else. We are going to connect the John Deere to that trailer. Hopefully that will then allow us to load up the wheat. And then we can sell that, because, I mean, I've not checked the price. Shall I have a real quick look now? Where are we to? Let's have a look. I've got to go all the way back up. It's still on the wood section from the last episode. Wheat is here. How much are we getting? I mean, it's not bad. Maybe it's gone down a little bit, actually. What's the best? 1187, 118. Okay, well that's all right. That's okay. What I do want to see though is, because I want to keep this short and sweet. That trailer is awful, so I literally want to take it to here, the old grain mill. So I need to look and see how much that was paying. Which, of course, would be pretty much one of the least amounts, but that's fine. The amount of time that would save us to take it there, we're definitely going to be doing that. So let's do that now. Let's do that straight away. We'll jump into the John Deere, hopefully load that up. To be honest, we don't even really need to sell all of it. We obviously will. Going forward, though, and again, this is sort of a bit of inspiration from watching everyone else play the game, but I think it's Bendercat who has put like a grain mill in this section, in fact, which that's quite a good idea. There's some really old-fashioned ones that would suit the series, like just like an old grain windmill type thing, similar to what I used back along in the Keep It Real series, the original Keep It Real series, if you remember. So I'll probably get something like that, and that will, just going forward, produce flour from things like wheat and things. So that might be a good way to go. Right. I am still dreading using that. Well, you can't actually see it. It's right where the door pillar is. That Tedder / windrow. I'm dreading that because it looks similar to the one in the previous game version, and it's pretty awful. Right, anyway. This still won't allow me to put any grain in. What? Let's just look for a trigger. That's weird because it wants me to unload, but there's nothing. What's going on here? Unless it's nowhere near. Is it one of those really sensitive? Really sensitive ones. Let's reverse it back. The brakes on all my equipment were bad enough anyway. It's even worse now that there's snow everywhere. I am sliding around everywhere. Alright, come on. Where is this trigger? It must be here. Do I need to do something to... Do I need to do something to this? Do I need to activate something? Let's have a look. No, it doesn't tell me I need to. That's just allowing me to enter the vehicle. Do I need to do... No, nothing's coming out. That is... That's a bit annoying. Because I need the grain. I kind of need the grain. There is a way around it, of course. I mean, I could just delete this entire mod and not have a grain silo, I suppose. Where do I need to go? Where do I need to go? Is this just an issue for me? I mean, surely someone would have said about this already. This is quite annoying, actually. I don't know where I can unload the grain from. Oh, now I'm crashing into it. Too busy looking at the top corner, waiting for a trigger to flash up there in the help menu. Come on. There's just nothing, is there? Just nothing. I mean, it says unload. Why does it say unload here? There's nothing in the trailer. Maybe let's unload the trailer, even though there's nothing in it, and then see if it will allow me to load it. Maybe the mod itself, the trailer itself, might be the problem rather than the actual grain mill. I don't know. Right, stop unloading. Stop unloading. And hopefully, God, it's so slow, isn't it? Come on! That is really bizarre. That is really weird. I don't know. I know I haven't played this game in a while, but this is basic, isn't it? Well, that is very annoying. Could it be something simple like that is in the way? I'm gonna get this moved a minute and see. I don't know, maybe it is that something's wrong. Something isn't right here. I mean, we've used the trailer to unload all the grain, so we know that it can accept that type of grain. Weird. Can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. There is no toggle at all for it, so yeah, very strange. Let's have a look in the use shop. I feel maybe it's time to get rid of that trailer anyway. I do think it's the trailer that's the problem. So, is there anything in used that we could buy a bit cheaper? So look, 12,591. I mean, the capacity of that is absolutely massive in comparison. This is the... Oh, it's nice and worn. You know, I like worn things. It could do with a little bit more mud on it, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, maybe that's an option. Can you hire purchase stuff from the shop? Is that a thing? I'm not sure. Obviously, we'll get some money from selling this trailer anyway, so I don't know what it's worth, but we'll have a look. But is there anything out? There isn't, is there? I know I could convert the back of the transporter, but that's quite handy now, and I'm going to need that to pick the case up later on in this episode, so I don't particularly want to Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Is that just the mulcher? I would like something like that to cut the grass. I really like those like trailing batwing type things. Okay, well that's annoying. We haven't even got enough money to buy that. I'm assuming. Yeah, see, I try and do hire purchase and it comes for search for used equipment. It's already used, clearly. Let's jump to my mouse a minute. And see, yeah, we can hire purchase even from the used shop. That's kind of cool, isn't it? I didn't know that. I'm doing my best to keep the bills low though, which is a bit annoying, but I can pay a bit more up front, couldn't I? Because I'm going to get loads more money this episode. Right, so if I do £5 up front, that only makes it £218 monthly. There's a bit of interest on it, but actually it doesn't work out. It's going to cost us much more than what it's supposed to anyway. So that's kind of cool. That'll leave me a couple of grand to spare, and I know I'm going to make quite a bit of money. Right, let's get that. Let's get that. Purchase that one. I know the rule is really I should be going to the shop, shouldn't I? Right, I'm just going to purchase it anyway. This isn't 100% keep it real, and I mean it was kind of quite far down the shop menu, so that wouldn't have sold quickly. But yeah, it just means that we've got to drive to the shop with this slow tractor now. This will be this tractor's final visit to the store for a little while, and we'll take this trailer with us. In actual fact, let's take this thing with us in the back of the trailer actually, because you know, one way or another I will forget about this. It's gonna happen. I'll get all the way back to the farm with the case loaded up on the back of that transporter, and this will still be on there. You know it. It's gonna happen. Right, let's get... Oh, wrong button. Just literally jumped into the tractor. Now I can't strap that down obviously, so that might roll around a little bit in the back, but not a problem. Do you know, I really like the detail of the snow. Have I played much snow in this game? I don't know, but it just looks great, doesn't it? The texture looks much better than what it did in FS22. And obviously the fact that, you know, that your wheels, your tyres actually leave imprints. It always did that in FS22 as well, didn't it? But it's just at a different level now, isn't it? It looks fantastic. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I quite like the look of it with snow on. Do I prefer it muddy or do I prefer it snowy? I definitely prefer both options over clean. That is true. Right, come on. This won't take too long, will it? 19 miles per hour. Oh, 20 miles per hour. Look, we've managed to get an extra mile per hour out of it now. We are flying. Absolutely flying. Right, there we go. We're getting there. We're nearly at the main road now. That is a very small drive, but in this tractor it's quite time consuming. So I just thought I'd snip a little bit of it. Good. The roads are very quiet today. I also really like the fact that the snow is completely over the roads. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's detailed enough. Look, this map will have snow plows. That would look cool, wouldn't it? Actually driving on the road. But yeah, for a minute, they obviously didn't do a very good job of salting the road. Why is the gate shut? Does that mean it's shut and I can't get in there? Do I? Oh, okay. I just opened the gate. I've never noticed the gate was shut there before. That's weird. Is that something that happens because it's snowing? I don't know. Anyway, right, we're kind of blocking the road. So the case is probably in the way, but I'm guessing I need to take this trailer into the same point, maybe, to sell it. I don't know. I can probably squeeze around it. Yeah, we can do that. Is it snowing inside of this building, or has it always been white? Maybe. Right, turn that off. Let's sell. So, the advantage is the lawnmower is in the trailer, so I can't really go wrong here, can I? Lawn mower. Let's sell that. What do I get for it? 1,200. That's alright. It's like 100 quid more in it, as a guess. So it's about 10% more if you bring stuff to the shop, so that's good. So let's get rid of that. Definitely don't need that anymore. And we'll also get rid of this, which is worth 3,106. Cool, ideal. That's paid for a chunk of the new trailer. In actual fact, we are getting money back again, which is great. That case is only worth 3. It's going to cost us 3 times as much as what it's worth to get it fixed. That's good, isn't it? Right, jump back into this. I don't tend to repaint or repair things before I sell them, because that little edge of, and I know this isn't like a full-on realistic series, but that little kind of thinking around, if you oh, it's slidey. Yeah, you wouldn't repair and repaint something and then sell it straight away, would you? And then, oh, this suddenly isn't covered in snow anymore. That was weird. Yeah, no, you wouldn't repair and repaint something to sell it, would you? You wouldn't be able to do that instantly, so I don't like to do that. We just, if we want to repair it or repaint it, surely we would do that as a separate kind of thing to selling it. I don't know. That's what I think anyway. Right, the roads are getting busier now. The tractor has not a lot of traction, as you can tell by the fact that it's fishtailing. Probably because this trailer is about 7 times the size of it. I would normally say that trailer is far too big for the farm, but as it's not as worn as it's showed in the pictures either, is it? It looks better. Yeah, as we're kind of clearing up the yard area, removing some trees here and there, it's feeling a lot bit, oh dear. Oh, Fast and Furious style around the corner then. Did you see that? Look at that. Yeah, as we're clearing up the yard, it is seeming a lot bigger and a lot more spacious. So actually, this kind of equipment now doesn't feel wrong to be driving through the yard. If this doesn't work, then I'll have to get rid of that grain store, I guess, that really old-fashioned thing, which is a shame because I do like the look of that. So hopefully it isn't that. I know its capacity is pretty pathetic anyway. I mean, we've probably half filled it with a poor yielding small field, so it is rubbish. It does need to go either way, but maybe just not quite yet would be ideal. Anyway, right, I would normally skip this, so I'm going to skip this little bit and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, here we are, nearly here. I'm going to start braking early because I know what the brakes are like on my equipment, although to be fair, this John Deere didn't seem too bad. It stopped quite quick then. The last episode I started braking about here and I ended up the other side of the Ford pretty much by the time that transporter truck actually stopped. It was pretty awful. Right, I keep getting stuck on, am I doing it again or am I alright? No, I'm stuck again. I keep getting stuck on kind of an invisible, can't even talk, invisible, I don't know, some sort of something going on there. I'm colliding with something. I don't know what, so I need to start taking this really wide. There are also bushes that you cannot delete. They are actually part of they almost work like fences, to be honest. They have a massive collision and it is kind of annoying. I mean, I could get rid of that. I could just jump into the newer version of Giants Editor and just maybe delete a section of hedges. That wouldn't be a problem. We could do that, but ideally I would like not to. Right, anyway, this will be a good test now of how big does this trailer feel compared to the yard. Yeah, look, I mean, apart from the tractor skidding around everywhere, I think it's quite reasonable now to have equipment this size. And this trailer is probably better suited to the case anyway. That little one would have looked ridiculous on that case. The moment of truth, is this gonna work? Yeah, so it was that trailer, wasn't it? It was definitely that trailer. The good thing is though, we're gonna get the entire field yield into one trailer, I believe. I'm sure it said 12,500 and we've got 12,400 and something, so that's good. The tractor probably won't move. It's struggling when it's empty, but you never know. Weighing it down, it might make it even better. Who knows? Do you know, I think it actually is. Yeah, it's giving us a bit more traction, a bit more weight, a bit more traction. That's good. This this is taking a while to fill up though, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Come on. I'm doing my best to keep it even. Oh, I'm just gonna have a little snooze a minute. Oh, 12,100. Would you believe it? So there is a little bit left in there, which I'm just going to keep in there because actually I think eventually greenhouse and a chicken coop is probably the way that I'll go at some point, just because it's great passive income without actually needing a lot of work. We'd have to get a little water tanker actually, I'm guessing, for the greenhouse, which is fine because we've got a river right next to us, so that doesn't take a lot, does it? Oh dear. This John Deere is extremely difficult to steer. But it's doing it. We got to cope. It's the best that we got, isn't it? I'm curious to know if going through this ford is going to wash the snow off the tyres. That would be interesting. I mean, you would assume it would do, wouldn't you? But does it? No, it doesn't. So it washes the mud off, but it doesn't wash the snow off. That's annoying because it's the mud that I like. Right, okay, let's have a look. I did actually, I'm going to check now. I noticed the other day, a couple of recordings ago, that every time I reload the game, that mud mod, yeah, look, it goes right back. That's annoying. Does it do that to anyone else? I set that up to 6 at one point. And I don't know. It doesn't give you the option to save. If you change your controls and things, you can save it, but this it doesn't. Oh dear, where is it? Now it's not even there, is it? Now it's vanished, or is it there? Oh, there you go, right, so it is 6. I'm going to check it in the next recording I do and see if it's gone back to 0.5. That's a bit annoying, because I won't remember to change that every time. I just want my tractors to stay muddy. That's all I want. That's all I want. Okay, come on. You can do it. You can do it, John Deere. You can do it. They think I'm alright, boy racer here, pedaling into here, don't they? I can already hear them muttering. Right, good. Good, good, good. What are we going to get? We're going to get, I don't know, I reckon just over 14 grand we're going to get here. That's what I'm going to go with. So 6896. Unload that. See what we get. Money's going up nice and fast, which is a good start. We're going to get... 13,951. We actually got an environmental score penalty again. That's because we don't really own any data. So we'll fix that. This is the first harvest of a new map. I kind of expected it not to be fantastic. So we will sort that. We will get that better. We've got some slurry. We've got some manure. Maybe we can invest in a lime spreader. I'm sure I've activated some cheapos. Yeah, we'll be alright. For this time next year, we should be getting a bonus. Yeah, which will make up for that, wouldn't it? Okay, right. So, we have achieved the biggest main achievement from the initial setup of this farm. And that is fixing the case. Well, at least we've got the money to do it. We haven't necessarily done it. So that is going to be the next thing. We don't need this trailer. Oh dear. We also don't need the John Deere. So, given the trailer is probably bigger than our sheds, it's going to have to live there. Where could that trailer go, to be honest? We might have to start changing up some stuff a bit quicker than I planned. Maybe. Or adding more to it. I would like to keep this yard area looking like this for as long as possible. Obviously a bit cleaner. We'll get rid of some of the rubbish. But just keeping like the original yard as much as possible. So I don't want to start deleting too much, ideally. Not at this point. Okay, cool. Right, let's get into the transport truck. And we'll make our way up to the shop. We'll get the case fixed. Is it the right weather to do baling in the snow? Probably not. Will Farm Sim let me do baling in the snow? Probably. So that is most likely what we're going to do. Again, it is a game, although I'm trying to play it realistically. Oh dear, stop. Yeah, I try and play it realistically, but it is still a game, isn't it? And if the game's going to let me do it, then maybe we just do it. Right, either way, I'm going to... Do you know, I'd skip it by now, but I'm not going to skip this because this thing's doing over 40 miles per hour and something crazy is going to happen. So let's just keep this live and then you can watch me probably do something like flip the truck over 8 times or... I mean, it would be interesting to see how good the brakes are coming up to that junction. So, I mean, to be honest, we probably need to start braking now, really. But let's leave it. Let's go. We're braking from here. Okay. It actually brakes better in the snow than it does normally. That's good. Okay, interesting. I can't actually see where the junction is, so we're just going to assume it's there. They've not sent out a snowplow yet, have they? What do we want to do? Go Ipswich or Norwich? We don't want to go to either, to be honest. Is this, is Saxlingham, and I know Saxlingham is an actual place, but is this map created to completely imitate it? That would be interesting to know. Like, is there a class dealership in Saxlingham? I'm assuming they've tried to make it as kind of similar as possible. Don't know, maybe. Right, let's turn off the fuel. Let's fix the case. Are you ready for this? This is it, and it's still nice and muddy, which is good. Right, repair it. We're not going to worry about repainting it. Look at that, 23 grand nearly to repaint that. What? We will repair. Absolutely. And we still somehow got 10 grand left nearly. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I was going to say I'll reverse the truck around, but I don't need to, do I? Because the case actually starts now. Good. Right, start up. Open that. And we'll drive the case around. Oh, look at that. I mean, considering it's just had like a full-on repair, the smoke still looked a bit black. But this thing is a beast compared to what we're used to. Absolute beast. Look at it. I love it. It's even got a tray with a cup. Yeah. This is the kind of weather where you want to have a nice hot cup of coffee. There we go. I really like this. I really like this. Hopefully the quality is okay for you, by the way, as well. I've been, the last 2, maybe 3 episodes, I've turned off 4K. So although I play at kind of a 4K resolution, and the quality for me actually physically playing now is like, this is just incredible. The detail is absolutely incredible. But when it comes to the recording, just to save a bit of file size, I've been setting it to only upload at 1080p. So full HD, but not 4K HD. I think, oh dear, this looks ridiculous on here, doesn't it? I think the majority, unless you're watching on like a 60-inch TV or something, I think the majority of people can cope with 1080p. Maybe 4K does look better, even on your phone. It probably looks a bit better, but I think this looks ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I think in real life, I'd probably get pulled over for this, wouldn't I reckon. Right. I'm not going to shut the door. That's their problem. It's their garage. It would be interesting to see how the brake how the brakes work now. Which that answered my question, and they pretty much don't. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how long it takes me to stop when we get back to the farm. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm glad I said in the beginning of this episode that it's not 100% realistic. Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, it's a bit top heavy as well. I've got to make sure I don't tip the truck over here. Wow. I downloaded the mod which allows your AI workers to leave... Oh, brakes are on as much as possible. Yeah, it allows AI workers to leave these grooves in the ground, because I think as standard they don't do that, do they? But it doesn't look like that applies to the traffic. So all of these tyre marks are from us and only us at the minute. Anyway, same again. We're doing 50 miles per hour. I'm not going to skip this because it won't actually take very long to get back to the yard, and if I skip it, you might not get to see something ridiculous. It's funny how the tractor. Oh, I'm literally holding the brake, by the way. It's oh my goodness. I was going to say, it's funny how the tractor's tyre marks are being left on the ground, even though the tractor clearly isn't on the ground. Look at that, look. You can actually see them appearing from the tractor. Yeah. Weird. I actually think we want to leave the case here, don't we? Really? Oh, wrong button. At least I know what the horn button is. Right, let's lower that. Let's just get the case off here. Oh, I better undo those straps, and I. Any more straps on there? Yep. Good. Right, is that it? Yep. This thing is an absolute machine. Look at the size of it. Yeah. I am extremely glad that we've got this back. And I just really like it. It's just something nostalgic about this. I think I've said it before, it takes me back to maybe FS17 even. That far back. Yeah. Yeah, I've used this tractor quite a few times. And I just think the detail of it's cool. And those tyres, I mean, it's like a monster truck, isn't it? This has absolutely no issue, by the way, pulling this. Look at that. Doesn't even think about it. It just gets on with it. So, yes, we are baling straw in the snow. Yes. Somehow the baler is smart enough to not pick up any snow and mix it in the bale. That would be a pretty soggy bale, wouldn't it? That would not be very good at all. It would be a pretty cold bale as well, actually. See, it seems like animal cruelty. Look, I'm going to save these bales and give them to the cows. It's not very nice of me, is it? But anyway, it is a game. It's just a game. Let's have a look. The smoke coming out of this tractor, I don't know if you can pick that up again with the quality. It's got like a greeny tinge to it. Can you see that? Yeah, it looks to me like it's burning oil. Right, it also actually needs some fuel. And it also needs... I can see the service bar going down as quickly as the bale quantity is going up. And that's not me. Can you see that as well? Look, we've just spent 10 grand on getting this repaired, and already it's like a quarter of the bar is gone. Right. That is because, and same again, if you're playing through this and you are using the case, I think you should do this as well. I went a bit crazy. If you activated all the mods, just click your F12 button, go into this menu here. Obviously only on PC, but this is only on PC anyway. In this tab here, which is the tractor, this allows you to set different things. So I can set the dirt here, I can set the wetness, wear, damage. Obviously dirt would be that, but I'm not going to touch that. What you can do is change the operating time, which is here. Look. So it tells you current 1500 hours. Real life is absolutely nothing, really. On this game, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going to divide it by 10, I think. So instead of 1500, it's going to be 150. That in the game is probably about the same as having a tractor for that many hours. So we're going to change that. change to 150 hours. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button now. Here we go. Right, so yes, we've just lost a little bit of service, which is annoying. But as I'm driving it now, it definitely should not be going down anywhere near as quickly as it was. That is ridiculous. I literally, I didn't even drive this case from the shop. I just did one pass of bailing, and we lost a quarter of our service bar. I think anyone watching this would say that was a bit extreme. That was a bit too much. So this is a fair fix, to be honest. I thought to myself after I did it, when I set the original save game up, this whole kind of farm scenario, I thought to myself, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I did it anyway. Okay, yeah, I mean the good thing is the service bar is not moving. The service bar will still move, but yeah, 1,500 hours. I mean, if you were to compare that to a tractor in real life, 1,500 hours to a real tractor is thousands and thousands of hours in terms of service. Yeah, we're not in a position where I can be spending 10 grand on servicing just to bale some hay. Okay, good. It is going to run out of fuel though. It's definitely going to run out of fuel. Why didn't I think of that? Maybe I've got £9,913. Maybe it's time to buy. Yeah, we're going to do that. Let's stop here. Maybe it's time to buy a little fuel tank. We're going to do that. We've tidied up the yard enough. We always press the wrong button. Let's try again. Right. Here. Construction instead of farmland. Is the construction button where... or the farmland button where the construction button used to be on the last game? Is that why, as habit, I keep doing that? I don't know. Right. Yeah, we're going to stick the fuel tank somewhere. Somewhere, I guess, more accessible for the bigger equipment, right? I don't know what to do in this area because I know eventually that's going to have to change and that we'll go all the way back here, which would just give us this massive area. So I don't want to be putting too much stuff there, to be honest with you. Maybe, again, I'm avoiding putting stuff in the middle. But maybe somewhere here would be fine. I think so. Let's just select the right thing first. So yeah, it'll be on here, and it is a container. 5,300. But surely I've installed something cheaper than that. Maybe it's not a container. Maybe it's under tools. No. Farmhouses. No. Okay. Well, that's annoying. I'm sure I would have enabled something better value than that. Actually, it's cheeky, but while I'm here, what's the... yeah, so the capacity of this silo here for grain is only 25,000, so we have filled that in one go. I have definitely installed the old fuel tank mod, which is... it's the same as the one that I used when me and Snowy were playing that abandoned farm challenge. The mod was put over to this version straight away, so that was one of the first mods I downloaded. I am certain I've activated it, but it ain't there. Why is it not there? That's annoying. I'm going to reload the game a minute, so for you probably won't notice any difference actually, but I'm just going to make sure that's activated. Give me a second. Okay, here we are, back again. I did have the mod installed, I just unactivated it, so not a problem. I've done that. I'm sure, again, anyone... I tried to activate as many mods as possible when I saved the initial... when I made the initial save game, sorry, and uploaded it to Discord, but obviously I've missed one, but I'm sure anyone who plays this, who's been doing this playthrough, has installed various different mods to themselves anyway. Right, okay, so we'll obviously go with the old one, because that suits it quite well. Now that I can actually see how big it is, that kind of helps me to plan it out, really, doesn't it? I mean, I would like to just do it. Overlaps with another object. Of course it does. I would like to just do it that way, like that. Maybe that would do. I know it's kind of random, but... yeah. Yeah, we'll stick it there like that. Cool. Right, so... we'll drive over there. Let's leave the baler here, just to save a little bit of fuel. We'll drive over there in this. We'll probably have to pay some money to actually fill that up with fuel, but that's fine. The mod itself, the actual tank itself was like 750 quid, so that's super cheap. But yeah, let's put a load of fuel in it. To be honest, I think that John Deere's... oh dear. The braking's awful. I know my driving's bad, but that's down to the brakes. That wasn't really my fault. Anyway, yeah, it would be extremely handy to have a fuel tank on site. I've been back to that shop 2 or 3 times now to get fuel containers, and it is a bit annoying. It's not ideal. Right, come on. There we go. I actually do really, really like this case. I really do. This will probably see us through for a long time, to be honest. I would have thought. Right, so we'll pull up here and have a little fiddle with this. So I'm pretty sure if you go into here, that's right, yeah. We're not going to get that much. Let's get 1,000 litres of fuel. What's the least we can get? 2 litres of fuel? Don't think so. Okay, right. Let's get 500 litres of fuel. Buy that. See how far 500 litres gets us, shall we? Right. I've kind of left the John Deere in an awkward place, but will it fill up from here? Probably. No, it doesn't. Typical. Oh, I literally got to... where have I got to go to put fuel in? Oh, come on. Where have I got to go? I literally got to pull up next to it like this. Right, there we go. Right, it is right. You've literally got to be touching the fuel tank, which is a bit annoying. Right, I hopefully won't use 500 litres. It's also very, very slow. I can hear the noise. Oh yeah, it's going down. Very, very slow. Oh dear. Wow, from a realism point of view, that's fine. We're just going to have to leave that refuel in a minute, aren't we? We'll pop this around the corner. The little drive around tree. Again, that tree's probably going to stay for a while. That one there maybe we can get rid of. So let's just leave that there, out of the way. And this is slightly annoying. 400. It's really slow. Okay, good. I mean, it's not going to use 500 litres to fill the tank though, at least. It's probably going to use about half of that if I was guessing. Okay. Right, well while that's filling up, we can't really do anything. Which is a bit annoying. So what do I do in the meantime? Let's burn some time. We'll jump back into construction mode. And we can get rid of 2 bits of rubbish. Again, as long as we've cleared the way, which we 100% have. So we will get rid of that, which gets us 0. Fine. And I mean, that's not hurting anything there, is it? What should we get rid of? I've decided to put my washing back out on the line today. What should we get rid of? See, they're actually not in the way, so they're okay. That bin's not too bad either. That's not in the way. We do need to get... It's funny, isn't it? I've got to put so much thought into what piece of rubbish I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of that. Gets us 8 quid as well. Bonus. Okay. Oh, that'll be a lot better. Even these individual bits I've placed there. Oh dear. I think, yeah. I got a bit carried away with placing decorative rubbish. And yeah, all of this, even that in there, I think. Yep. Definitely. I've seen a few people in pictures actually replacing beehives. These are just decorative. Maybe I need to remove these and actually put some beehives down somewhere. That would be another little bit of passive income, wouldn't it? But I would like to really go with that greenhouse plan that I had. And yeah, plough in some pretend fields. Okay, right. Surely that's burnt enough time now. How much is it actually used? What? It is literally... I don't know if leaving the tractor there like that is actually a good idea, because I feel like that's just loaded in fuel that it didn't need. Yeah, I'm surprised to see this has a near 500 litre fuel tank. In fact, I could F12 again, and you can actually tell I'm not going to do anything, but right, so to fill this up it takes 445 litres of fuel. There you go, I didn't know that. Well, hopefully that means it won't run out too quickly. I hope. Right, let's head back, let's finish the baling. How long have we been recording for now? What are we... Oh dear, this does not hurt. We're probably pushing it now at about 45 minutes, you know. So this is kind of an episode well done, I guess, really. There is actually been some form of farming task going on. So I will do the rest of this field probably as a little time lapse. Probably put some sort of cheesy polka style music on or something. I quite like that, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. So we'll do that, we'll get that finished, and I mean, how many bales are we going to get out of it? We're going to get 2 bales, maybe 3 bales, and not much at all. These bales are big though, aren't they? These aren't 5,000 litre bales. These are... I want... Oh, that was bad. I think these are 9,000 litre bales, maybe. I'll be able to tell when I start in a moment. Yeah, look, it's already bigger than the current bale that we started with, and it's only 64%, so they're big bales. So let's get this done. I'm not going to pick up the bales this episode. We'll leave that for another time. I think the John Deere with the front loader is going to really struggle in the snow anyway, so we'll do that in probably the next episode. I think we're not desperate for straw. What we're kind of more desperate for now that the case is working, we're desperate to buy this field data, replant and try and treat the soil. That's kind of the priority now. I mean, it's great. We're 7 episodes in, and we are only just now at a point where maybe we should prioritise actually being farmers. That's good, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, right. This won't take you long to watch. It might take me a little while, but I'll pop it in a time lapse. I'll see you in a moment. Wow, there we go. I was way wrong. I said maybe 2 or 3 bales. I mean, I already see 3 bales on the ground, and I've got another bale plus nearly a full bale in the actual baler. So I was way off. Right, let's unload these. Can I remember how to do this? Oh, there we go. Good. I thought, there we go. Yeah, I did install and activate the mod which allows you to unload part bales, which is good. So that bale there that we've just dropped off is 2/3 full, maybe. Good. Well, I think I think that's probably it, to be honest. Progress hasn't been too bad, has it? Progress is not too bad at all. I think I'm going to position the case now somewhere I can get a really good screenshot. Like that. Let's go into this screenshot mode, which is Alt and H. Boom. I genuinely think I prefer playing it like this, to be honest. What kind of content creator does bailing in the snow? What is wrong with me? What on earth is wrong with me? Right, there we go. I think that's kind of a cool. Let's turn that. Turn the engine off. There we go. That would lock my steering. Wait for that to go. I like it. That's it. I reckon that's going to be the thumbnail. Absolutely. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. What did I say this was? Was this episode 7? I think this is episode 7. But either way, things are progressing now. Things can start moving forward. Absolutely. Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying this. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And until the next episode, anyway, cheers and gone.